Hey friends, welcome to the Publish, Promote, Profit podcast. I'm Rob Kosberg, and every week I show you how to use a best-selling book to grow your income and your impact. And if you're interested in having your own best-selling book, I recorded a short video explaining our trademarked process at beginmybook.com. All right, hey everybody, welcome to our BSPU call, Publish, Promote, Profit. And I want to share with you some things today that I think will be really helpful for anybody that is selling something that is higher ticket and is going to require a phone call or maybe even an in-person meeting. So a product, a service, some type of program, certainly coaching, that is going to require an actual appointment. And I want to share with you our appointment funnel surrounding my book, and my newest appointment funnel is going to be surrounding the workbook. This is the workbook companion to Publish, Promote, Profit, and I'm doing this because it's a completely different look, even though it's much of the same material, but it's the material that can be filled in and people can write on and that sort of thing. And so I think it will attract maybe some of the same people, but a different group as well, and give people another reason to opt in and go through our various funnels. So I want to share with you our appointment getting, or what we would call our application funnel, because it's not as simple as your business grows and as you have more and more people to speak to. It's not as simple as just getting the next warm body on the telephone, right? Or in a face-to-face appointment, because that could be an incredible time waster for you. So there are steps, and the steps are simple, but there are some elements to it that I think have some nuance that will be helpful, and I'm going to share my screen and share some of those things with you. So there are basically 3 steps, and I'm going to go through some of this inner funnel. I'm not going to talk a lot about bringing people to you, because the idea is that your book, whether it's through a speaking engagement or media and PR that you do, or some type of ongoing lead generation via social media or online, is going to bring a fresh group of people to you even every single day, depending on how big you're trying to grow your business. So I speak about that part of the process a lot. What I'm going to talk about is basically the steps of application to what we would call a framing or indoctrination page, to the actual consultative call where you're really helping somebody, but at the same time you're trying to determine, is this somebody that you can help and that wants to be a part of your program? And so you want to get somebody in the right frame of mind and also viewing you properly before you personally are ever going to get on the telephone with people. Or even if you have a sales team like we do at Bestseller Publishing, you want to optimize the time that they spend. So basically the 3 pieces are: you're attracting the right person in your funnel, you're framing that person, and then you're getting them to a phone conversation, or maybe if your business is local, a one-on-one appointment to convert, right? To decide, are they going to be somebody that comes into what we offer or not? Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen with you, and let me share some of the details of how we do that at BSP. So let's see here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, the first page, and do me a favor, let me know you can see my screen okay, and not just me, but that you can see the screen too. So this first page is just the first page of our online funnel. Thank you, Christy. And the first page of our online funnel, you guys know it well. It's basically offering my book for free plus a small shipping charge, because I'm trying to bring into my world not just people that opt in with an email address for something free, but I want people that are willing to pull out their credit card and say, this is valuable enough that I want to pay even just the shipping charge for it. From there, there's a series of upsells and downsells. The purpose of today's training is not to go over that, but the very last page of this funnel is what I call the free training page, which is a page on how to launch your book to bestseller, get real TV, radio, and media in the next 30 days. And I call it an unadvertised bonus, but basically it's a video of me face to camera in front of my TV screen here in the office where I walk through our entire system. It's about 45 minutes. Most of you have probably seen this. But more importantly, right below that is an opportunity for somebody to apply for a free one-on-one coaching call, or what we call an author strategy session. For them to have that call with a member of my team, as you know, they have to fill out several pages of information that tell me if they've already authored a book, if they have, what's the title, how that book is done, what it is that they're looking for help with, meaning if they want ghostwriting, if they haven't written a book, or if they want publishing help, or if they want marketing help, or if they want PR and media, any of those things. I want that information. I want to know what their budget is, etc. So all of these pieces are questions that help me and the team to qualify somebody, at least somewhat qualify somebody before we ever have a scheduled call with them. So we're not scheduling a call with somebody that doesn't fill out this application. As you know, we may have about 1,000 or so on average buyers of my book in a month, and of those 1,000 or so, we're going to get 175 to 225 applications where people go all the way through the funnel and say, I want to apply. Now, besides this place, what I'll also do is I will email people every single week via an autoresponder. We use ActiveCampaign, and also email blasts that I send out. And at the end of the email blast, or at the end of the autoresponder, where I give some valuable content, I share a case study of a client, etc., I'm also going to drive them right back to filling an application. I generally send one blast a week out to my entire list, of which we'll get 20, 30 applications from that blast. And then every single day, depending on when somebody comes into the funnel, they are getting a series of emails from me, which always drive them back to filling an application. So when someone raises their hand and clicks the link and says, okay, I want to see what this application is, and they see this page right here, or one like it, which has not just my video introducing the application, as well as the series of questions. It's going to have a number of other things on it to warm this person up to who we are, because maybe they've just bought the book, they haven't read it yet, maybe they've seen a few videos, maybe they've seen nothing. So as much as possible, I want to, prior to them getting on the telephone with a member of my team, let alone if it were me, right? Or if you're taking all the calls, you want to bring the warmest people to you. So what are you doing? You're using technology through this process to warm people up to you, to explain what you do and who you help, and then frame you as the expert, the one person that can help them to solve their problem in this space. You want all of that done before you ever speak to them on the telephone or meet with them in person, or even if you have a team of salespeople, consultative salespeople, you want all of that done before they ever get on the telephone. Now, is it perfect? No. But let me tell you, it is far better to have a system in place that helps to warm people up. Remember, there are these three things you have to do. You have to warm them up to who you are, you have to explain what you do and who you help, and then you have to frame yourself as the expert. Now, nothing does that better than your book, but let's assume that they haven't had a chance to read your book yet, right? And if they haven't had that chance to read your book yet, then we want to give them other ways that they can more quickly get up to speed on who you are and what you do. So this page, which I'm going to share with you all of these pages, and you've seen them more than likely, has my video, the application. It has a number of testimonial videos where my clients are sharing about the success that they've had with bestseller publishing. It also has a number of written case studies with actual screenshots of what we've been able to accomplish for our clients. So we're using this to warm people up. So if someone sees this, they see my email, or they maybe went through the funnel and they're on that last page of the funnel, they then see my short video saying, look, if you're stuck in any part of the process, then by all means, fill out this application, and we're happy to have a one-on-one call to see if we can help you. Once they fill out that application, then the next phase of the process goes into place. They're going to schedule an appointment because we want all of these appointments scheduled. But when that happens, they are then going to get emailed again for them to go to this page. This page has a video. This is our next bestseller page. And this video basically, again, in case they didn't see the video at the end of the funnel, again, helps to warm them up to who I am and what I do. It explains what we do at Bestseller Publishing and who the ideal person is that we help. And then it frames us as the expert in this space. So we tell someone via email and also via a call that before you have a call with a member of our team, you need to watch this video to completion. We want you to see the entire video. Now, if we get on a call and that person has not watched the video, then that call is going to be really short. Because we don't want to spend the time, and we also let people know this, we don't want to spend the time of this call trying to build rapport, warm you up to who we are. When someone gets on the phone and says, now who are you again and what do you do? That is not the way we want to start a telephone call with somebody, right? So if we don't want to start a phone call with somebody like that, then we need to make sure that we have the pieces in place so that when they get on the telephone, they know who we are, they know what we do, they know who we help, they know how we help them, and they framed us as the expert and they're warmed up to what we do. Now that's a call that we can dig in, see what their real problems are and challenges are, and then determine, is this a great fit for them and a great fit for us? At that point, if it's yes to all those things, then it's just a matter of the finances. Can they afford the investment that they have to make with us? And if not, and some of that should have been sifted out prior to, but if not, then we would refer them somewhere else or let them know that there are other options for them besides our done-for-you products and services. You need to have a process in place that does this exact same thing. If you're selling something for, let's say, $3,000 or $4,000 or above, because you're not going to be able to do that in an automated process. You're going to have to do that via a one-on-one appointment or a phone consultation with somebody. And the idea is that you're going to have a flood of people that are interested in the thing that you're selling because of your book, because maybe you were on a big stage and you got a lot of leads generated, because you were on a podcast or television show, or because you're doing some kind of ongoing, which we always recommend, systematic and ongoing lead generation using your book. When you do that, you're going to have a continual flood, right, of new opportunities. And you want to make sure that those new opportunities are framed and warmed up and understand who you are and what you do. Otherwise, what's going to happen is you're going to be on the telephone or trying to schedule appointments with dozens and dozens of people every week. I know it sounds like a good problem, and it is, but you don't want to have this problem, because after 60, 70, 80 phone calls with unqualified people, let me tell you something, you are going to be at your wit's end. So you want to get people qualified through an automated process. For us, it's simple. It's a video application page with some type of case study as well as the testimonials that then leads to them filling an application and scheduling an appointment, which then leads to an email and follow-up to make sure that people have watched our indoctrination video and have gone through our indoctrination page so they know who we are, what we do, everything's framed. Then when we're on the call, now we can dive in and actually help them. It's not a matter any longer of let's try to get them interested in who we are and what we do. We're not trying to get anybody interested in who we are and what we do. We're trying to sort who's a good fit for us, who's not a good fit for us, who can afford the investment to work with us and get these great benefits, who cannot. And so we're driving tons of people into the top of it, right? And helping along the way, because the book that you write, the book that I wrote, helps people with it at a very, very, very small fee. But for the people that want to take the next step with us, whether it's you selling a $3,000 to $5,000 10 to 15 or $25,000 thing. For us, it's our done-for-you services, which require a significant investment. Those people we're going to have a conversation with, and we're going to make sure that before that conversation is happening, that all of these boxes are checked, or as much as possible. They've seen our stuff, they've watched our videos, they're ready and prepared for the call because they know who we are, they know what we do. So again, the steps are simple. It's application to video to call. What we're doing is in the video, we're warming people up to you, to us. We're explaining what we do and who we help, and we're finding a way to frame all of this with case studies and with examples to show our potential client that we are the expert in this space. When you do those things, then that call is going to be smooth, it's going to be simple, and it's just going to be a matter of sorting. Is this the person that you want to work with? Can you actually help them to get the result that you promise, and can they afford the investment? It's simple. They will want it because of the way you framed yourself with your book. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I hope this is helpful to you. And I'm happy to share these links with you and these pages so that you guys can see these and can take a look at the indoctrination pages and funnel pages for yourself. So there you go. Hey, thanks for listening in on the Publish, Promote, Profit podcast. If you enjoyed it, please take a minute and like and subscribe to the podcast, because every week I bring you either great guests or great teaching to help you to grow your income and your impact with a best-selling book. And if you're interested in having your own best-selling book, check out my short video which explains our trademark process at beginmybook.com.